Let's talk about a president who had to pay $25 million after students got defrauded by Trump University. Let's talk about how Trump and his family have made more than $4 billion since he became president through crypto schemes, corrupt foreign deals, self-dealing government contracts, shady real estate transactions, and pump-and-dump stock schemes. Let's talk about the sweetheart deals, the pardons, the loopholes, the contracts, the favors, the corrupt giveaways that seem to follow this administration everywhere it goes. If my Republican friends want to come down here and lecture America about waste, fraud, and abuse, then they should answer a very simple question. Do they support the deal that gives Donald Trump and his family blanket immunity from federal investigation or prosecution? Do they support what amounts to be an unlimited stack of get-out-of-jail-free cards for tax crimes, insider trading, bribes, kickbacks, sweetheart contracts, or any other crimes that could be investigated by the federal government? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Subscribe, God bless you. Patriots, I just watched one of the most unhinged, bitter, and dishonest Democrat rants in recent memory. This is America Truth Channel, your frontline defender of America First values and unapologetic truth against the radical left. Today, I'm reacting to far-left Massachusetts Representative Jim McGovern on the House floor, where he viciously attacks President Trump and the Republican agenda, calling it corrupt as hell, and accusing them of only caring about the Mar-a-Lago class while screwing over working Americans. If you're tired of radical Democrats like McGovern spewing hatred and lies while real Americans are finally seeing results from strong conservative leadership, smash that like button right now, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're breaking this down with my full, no-holds-barred patriotic reaction. Look at this, folks. McGovern comes to the floor with pure venom. He claims Republicans are pushing bills that make the safety net harder to use and easier to weaponize, attacks their child care and student aid proposals, and then goes full class warfare mode, saying the entire GOP agenda is about supporting the Mar-a-Lago class and to hell with everyone else. He even throws in the corrupt as hell line. Patriots, this is textbook radical left projection and desperation. Jim McGovern represents everything wrong with the modern Democrat Party: out-of-touch elitism, class warfare rhetoric, and blind hatred for President Trump and anyone who dares put America first. As a right-wing...
Gentlelady reserves. Gentleman from Massachusetts is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the gentlelady from Indiana for yielding me the customary time, and I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, Republicans, with a straight face, come to this floor and pretend that these bills are about fraud, waste, and abuse. What a crock. I mean, you want to talk about fraud, Mr. Speaker? Let's talk about fraud. Let's talk about a president who had to pay $25 million after students got defrauded by Trump University. Let's talk about how Trump and his family have made more than $4 billion since he became president through crypto schemes, corrupt foreign deals, self-dealing government contracts, shady real estate transactions, and pump-and-dump stock schemes. Let's talk about the sweetheart deals, the pardons, the loopholes, the contracts, the favors, the corrupt giveaways that seem to follow this administration everywhere it goes. If my Republican friends want to come down here and lecture America about waste, fraud, and abuse, then they should answer a very simple question. Do they support the deal that gives Donald Trump and his family blanket immunity from federal investigation or prosecution? Do they support what amounts to be an unlimited stack of get-out-of-jail-free cards for tax crimes, insider trading, bribes, kickbacks, sweetheart contracts, or any other crimes that could be investigated by the federal government? Yes or no? Yes or no? I mean, I am outraged by this, and I think it is corrupt as hell. And I think the American people deserve to know why Republicans are so obsessed with attacking poor people, but suddenly lose their voice when Donald Trump uses the federal government like his own personal protection racket. But that is not what Republicans want to talk about. Their idea of cracking down on fraud is simple. Go after people with the least so they can give more to those at the top. Go after poor families. Go after hungry kids. Go after students trying to get an education. Go after parents trying to afford childcare. Go after pregnant women who need help buying food. That is what these bills do. That is what these bills do. So let's go through them one by one. Their TANF bill does not help one struggling family. It gives the Trump administration more power to make the safety net harder to use and easier to weaponize. Their child care bill does not bring down the cost of child care by 1 penny. Not one. It just adds more red tape and more paperwork. Their student aid bill does not help students. It gives more power to an education secretary who has shown zero interest in helping students, and it lets them freeze aid based on a barely tested system. And by the way, CBO says it saves taxpayers nothing, zero. Then we have the agriculture funding bill, and this one is especially rotten. I serve on the Agriculture Committee. I represent farmers. I represent rural communities. I've spent my career fighting hunger. So I know what this bill does. It hurts farmers. It hurts rural America. And it is a disaster for hungry families. And at the exact moment when families are getting crushed at the grocery store because Trump's economy sucks, Republicans are making it harder for them to buy food. At the exact moment when farmers are getting squeezed by Trump's tariffs and Trump's war, Republicans are gutting the programs that support them. And at the exact moment when inflation is up and we should be talking about bringing prices down, Republicans are screwing over middle America. Republicans promised prices would come down on day one. Remember that? Well, here we are, a year and a half in, and everything is up. Groceries are up. Energy costs are up. Inflation is up. Their answer to pregnant women paying high grocery costs is to cut WIC by $200 million, to take nutrition help away from pregnant women and little kids. Who asked for that? Who asked for you to cut one of the most basic, effective, pro-family programs that we have? WIC helps pregnant women stay healthy. It helps babies grow. It helps new moms. It helps them buy milk and eggs and vegetables and formula and healthy food. And Republicans want to gut it. And by the way, they want to totally decimate the fruit and veggie voucher, which since 2007 has helped make sure moms of newborns can afford to eat healthy food. Mr. Speaker, why would you eliminate that? At a time when fruits and veggies are getting more expensive, why would you slash a benefit to help prevent postpartum moms from being malnourished because they can't afford healthy food? I mean, Republicans can always find money for another illegal war. They can always find money for billionaire tax breaks. They can always find money for corporate giveaways. But fruits and veggies for a pregnant or postpartum mom, formula for a baby, food for toddlers, then they have a problem? I mean, what the hell is wrong with these people, Mr. Speaker? And I thought they wanted to make America healthy again. I do too, but here's the problem, Mr. Speaker. You can't say that you care about children's health while cutting the program that makes sure kids can eat healthy. You can't say that you care about wellness while voting for a bill that will malnourish our communities. And this bill does not stop there. I mean, it weakens support for Food for Peace, a program that feeds people facing famine around the world, a program that buys from American farmers, a program that shows the world that America can still do something decent and humane. Why cut that? Who does that help? What kind of people look at hungry kids here at home, struggling farmers and rural towns begging for investment and say, sorry, we need the money for billionaires, for slush funds, for White House renovations, and for an illegal war? I mean, I'll ask again, what the hell is wrong with them, Mr. Speaker? Their entire agenda is about supporting those at the very top, the Mar-a-Lago class, and the hell with everyone else. This rule deserves a no vote, and this cruel, upside-down agenda deserves to be rejected. I reserve my time.
Patriot who believes in limited government, personal responsibility, strong borders, and economic freedom. This rant disgusts me. While McGovern cries about the Mar-a-Lago class, real working families are finally seeing hope after 4 years of Biden-Harris disaster. President Trump is delivering on securing the border, lowering energy prices, cutting wasteful spending, and restoring American strength. But instead of offering real solutions, McGovern resorts to name-calling and conspiracy theories. Let's address his attacks one by one. He complains about safety net reforms. Patriots know the truth. Decades of unchecked welfare programs have created dependency, not dignity. Republicans want to make these programs work better, with accountability, work requirements where appropriate, and protections against fraud. That's not cruelty. That's compassion done right. McGovern wants to keep people trapped in government dependence so Democrats can keep harvesting votes. McGovern says the Republican child care bill doesn't lower costs by 1 penny. Of course he'd say that Democrats only believe in throwing more taxpayer money at problems without fixing root causes. Real solutions come from deregulation, school choice, and letting families keep more of their hard-earned money. He attacks student aid reforms and the education secretary. The radical left has turned higher education into an expensive indoctrination factory full of leftist ideology. Conservatives want accountability, fiscal responsibility, and actual education, not gender studies and anti-American propaganda. And his attack on the agriculture bill? McGovern claims to represent farmers, yet Democrat policies have crushed rural America with regulations, open borders flooding labor markets, and green energy mandates that raise costs. President Trump delivered for farmers and rural communities in his first term, and he's doing it again. Patriots, this is the same Jim McGovern who has spent years defending big government socialism while his own party enriched itself through insider deals, family influence peddling, and weaponizing institutions against conservatives. They call Trump corrupt, while ignoring the Biden family scandals, the censorship industrial complex, and endless lawfare against political opponents. The Mar-a-Lago class smear is pure envy politics. President Trump built a successful business before entering politics. He sacrificed billions to serve this country. Meanwhile, career politicians like McGovern have gotten rich off the swamp. Who really represents the elite? This hearing, or rather, this floor speech, shows why Americans rejected the radical left. They offer division, victimhood, and bigger government. We offer unity, opportunity, strength, and freedom. To every patriot watching, this is why we must keep winning elections and holding the line. Comment below with McGovern is wrong, or Trump 2028, if you stand with real American leadership. Share this reaction so more people see how unhinged and disconnected the radical Democrats have become. We believe in strong families, secure borders, economic prosperity for all, and putting America first, not the Washington elite first. God bless President Trump for continuing to fight for us. God bless the House Republicans pushing real reforms. And God bless the United States of America, the greatest nation on earth, despite the best efforts of people like Jim McGovern. If you love this country and want to keep it great, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video where we continue exposing leftist hypocrisy and celebrating conservative victories. Stay vigilant, patriots. The fight continues.